You go down in the woods today, you're sure of a big surprise. If you go down in the woods today, you better go in disguise. For every bear that ever there was is gathered there for certain, because today's the day the teddy bears have their picnic. Picnic time for teddy bears. The little teddy bears are having a lovely time today. Watch them, catch them unawares, and see them picnic on their holiday. See them gaily gad about. They love to play and shout. They never have any cares. At 6 o'clock their mummies and daddies will take them home to bed, because they're tired little teddy bears.
Hello, everybody. It's Jeff Eichen here, and it's the morning, and I am excited to read you some more of the Kriya Yoga book. It's the morning readings. It's Sunday, and here I am. Sun's streaming in my room. It's a beautiful day in the Pacific Northwest, and I've got the Kriya Yoga book. If I can get it out of the sun here. I'll show you. There we go. And so I'm going to continue to read from the last time that we had a little session here. And let's see if our mic is on. Yes, sir, Bob. And so attributes of the ajna, which is AJNA, ajna chakra. The ajna is the seat of the mind, the purified Buddha, subtle intelligence. When the chakra is awakened, fickleness of the individual mind is awakened and is despaired. Okay, so let me read that again. When the chakra is awakened, fickleness of the individual mind is dispersed. Attachment, the cause of lack of discrimination and ignorance, fades away. The mind becomes perfect instrument. So you get a perfect instrument when you go into the Ajna chakra. Ajna chakra is the center of wisdom. It represents the level of awareness where one begins to see and realize the hidden essence behind all visible things. Okay, tell me about crop circles. It is the center of the intuition where one rather tunes in rather than manifested forms. When ajna is awakened, the meaning and the significance of symbols flashes into one's conscious perception. Ajna chakra represents the level of revolutionary knowledge. Aha! So, ajna is the center of extrasensory perception. Sidhu's psychic powers arise according to one's samankara's mental tendencies. One can experience clairvoyance, vision of faraway events. One can detect the real meaning and the ideas of a person who is speaking, independent of what is being spoken. Ajna chakra is the center whereby one can communicate without speaking. I'll go for that. It is the center of the direct mind to the mind thought transference. Various siddhus can arise according to the properties of the individual, but one should not become attached to these siddhus. One should treat them as one would treat a plague. Very rarely, attachment to siddhis, I guess it's not siddhus, it's siddhis, is a great obstacle on the path to wisdom. The block is called Rudra, Granti, not of Shiva, and applies especially at the level of Ajna chakra. The hurdle of attachment must be transcended. I like that. The hurdle of attachment must be transcended. So figure out your attachment to whatever. One must practice the psychic block with the acts of inner detachment. That's what I'm working on. I got a sweat lodge tomorrow, and Steve's coming up, my bar mitzvah buddy of 50 years from PDX from Portland. So welcome, safe travels today, Steve. When Ajna chakra is awakened, Sankalpa Shakti, willpower, that's it, willpower becomes very strong. Mental resolves and almost automatically translated into fruition, providing they are in accordance with individual dharma. The chakra is also the center where one begins to gain more control of prana. It is the chakra. In fact, this chakra is important in the yoga technique of prana vidya, psychic control and healing. And ajna is the distributive center where one transmits prana to specific areas of the body. So maybe prana is vital energy and your shoulder hurts, maybe you can send it there. Ajna chakra is the center where Ida and Pingala meet and merge together to become one. That is the outside and the inside of environments that become one reality. Opposites are harmonized into a mindful whole. One of functions in the Sushumna tube. The Sushumna tube. I think we talked about that in one of our other readings, the Sushumna tube. Ajna is the witnessing center. Maybe like the Akashic records. One becomes the uncovering. One becomes the unmoving witness of all events, including those of one's own mind and body. Though involved passively or intensively in the play of life, one merely observes. One functions at the balance point where there is both inner communication with the depths of one being and interaction with others, with the outer world. When ajna awakens, one begins to perform real karma, yoga, without expectation, selflessly and with perfection. Intuition begins to predominate in one's actions. Actions of the mind and body become perfect responses to given situations. The ups and downs of the mind and body will less and less affect one's being. They will gradually be seen as something external, and the inner core of the nature life will carry out as usual, but more harmoniously with greater wisdom. The body and the mind will be seen to follow its own inclinations, the way that we were designed. So we were designed to do that. Ajna represents the elevated level of awareness. In Sanskrit, it's called Tapa Loka. Is that like the Vita Loka? And the level where the vestiges of one's imperfections are burned away. So we're going to have a sweat lodge tomorrow. I don't know how many people will show up. The last one we did, there was only 5 in there. It was beautiful because the energy was different. I got more space around my own mind. Okay, instead of 12 people, there was 5. So blessings to your day. Let's see, what's next? Symbology, and then location, and then practices. Trataka is a very powerful technique which is regarded to developing sensitivity in the location of the Ajna chakra. A candle is certainly the best object. Yeah, I like candlelight. Put some candlelight on and then maybe focus on it for a while. Go nowhere. I contemplate. I don't meditate these days, so I bring one thing in. Katara, declare Jeffrey's mind. And so blessings to your morning, everybody. That's all I got. Ajna's chakra represents elevated level of awareness. In Sanskrit, it's called Tapla Loka, level where vestiges of imperfections are burned away. So that's the beautiful book that I got from Jill. Let's see if I can get that. There we go. The Kriya Yoga book. I got that from Jill like the first week that we reunited. There was 20 years in between me hanging out with that lady, and I just got a text from her. She's in Sri Lanka now, and I took her to the airport yesterday, day before yesterday, and it's a 2-day journey for her to get to her new home. So blessings to all your homes, to all your to the day yet ahead of you, and the 4 agreements still ring really beautifully with me on becoming the 5th agreement. So do the best you can, be impeccable with your word, no assumptions, and the 4th agreement, don't take things personal. So, hem hooray everybody, and here's my Jill crystals here. And just be yourself and lighten the load, and get ready for more friendships. One person leaving means somebody else will come in. Blessings, namaste, no mistake, and open the door and see all the people in the steeple. Love you all. Peace out on a Sunday.
You go down in the woods today, you're sure of a big surprise. If you go down in the woods today, you better go in disguise. For every bear that ever there was is gathered there for certain, because today's the day the teddy bears have their picnic. Picnic time for teddy bears. The little teddy bears are having a lovely time today. Watch them, catch them unawares, and see them picnic on their holiday. See them gaily gad about. They love to play and shout. They never have any cares. At 6 o'clock their mummies and daddies will take them home to bed because they're tired little teddy bears.